think you should.
Hey everyone, so in this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make texture swapped and model swap skaters. Now, before this video starts, you are going to need HXD, which is a hex editor. You're going to need Sheet Engine, and you're going to need a PS3 and RPCS3, and you will also need a copy of Skate 3. If you don't have a modded console, you're going to need to have an RPCS3 in order to extract the models and recipe files out. And you're also going to need BigGY tool to extract them. All the links will be in the description for all of these, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Peace. Alright, so once you have everything downloaded, what you need to do now is open up RPCS3. You will find the application file or exe file in the root folder of the download. Now you need to open up Skate 3. If you don't have Skate 3 in here already, or if it's your first time using this, you go to File, Add Game, and then you add the game folder. So while this is opening, what you need to do is open this save range file here. Mine takes a sec because it's a bypass for a different game. While that's loading, you're gonna open this BigGY2 folder. Alright, this is important. So I have my whole game unpacked over here. So what you will need to do is run the BigGY tool. So let me go down to the run file. So it's a WinBig. You open this, and then you're gonna do unpack selected big. Now when you do this, you are going to go into Skate 3's files by going into RPCS3, which is right here. Now you are going to go to games, or sorry, my bad. You're gonna go to DaVinci 0, then game, or games, depends on how you did it. Then you open up Skate 3, then PS3 game, then USRDR, or user directory, and then you go data, big. Now, the two you were gonna need out of, oh wait, nope, I didn't do that right. You go to content, okay, you go here. So you are going to need this living world.big, and you are going to need, where is it? Oh yeah, mark me right under it. So these two files right here, you need to put into this. So you do is you open this in here, and then you unpack it. Then it's gonna unpack all the files. I've already done it, so I'm not gonna. But it should save in a folder called data at the top of BigGY, which is right here. And it should look like this. So I have the whole game unpacked, so hold on. So think content, and then living world here. Model and texture, that's not the one you want. You want the recipe folder right here. And then living world. This has every like model of AI and like prop models, like cars, and or the cars aren't in this one, they're in a different one. But then the Marquee one is here. The vehicles are in living world, but they're in a different folder in the big file, so they go here. So then here's all the cars. These recipe files are all we need. You can delete the XML files, they don't matter. Alright, so now we need to open Sheet Engine, which we already have. Then open the process. You open up the Vulkan right here. You can click yes or no on this. That's yes, yes though. So if you open the cheat table to open up Cheat Engine, you should have this right here. So, save range is the main one that we need. The texture swapped stuff is for change value of byte and the skateboard texture replacer. As for skateboard, I can do it with anything though through this. So now, this is the confusing part. Okay, so go back to Skate 3. So I'm gonna do that. I have the game paused from the audio. Oh my god, that's loud. Alright. So we go here. And I'm using keyboard for this. So I'm gonna just... You don't really need to play through RPCS3. You can if you want. But there's other tools out there by Wisp that will allow you to make it way better. This is how you make them for PS3 though. So we're gonna let this load the modules. My computer's terrible. Totally. Alright, so we go through, let it load out. Alright. I don't really know what this is. I don't know why I have this, so ignore that. So the most important part about this is you gotta make your skater. Okay, 1 second. Alright, so basically you have to make your skaters like gestures and style all the way you want it, or else this will not work the way you want. Like, so this is what I usually have, besides this aggressive things you see on standard. So basically, you can't change this at all. Once you go into Edit Skater, when you have the model swap stuff, it will erase it, so it's gone. So what you need to do is do all your style settings now, and then you're set. So once you have all your style settings, you exit that. And now you go out and go to this free play thing here. Now, don't click on anything in here, just stay on your skater. And now what you need to do is go to Cheat Engine and go to where you stored all of your recipe files. Now, I'm gonna do Big Black, so you go to Marquee, then Big Black is right here. So these recipe files you have to open with, then you look for HXD. Now, if HXD does not show here, as you can see, mine doesn't right now. You browse app on your, or you look for the app on your computer, which mine would be in desktop. HXD. Then you open up HXD32 or 64, depending on which. They both work though, so you do always on that. Now it's running. Alright, so this is Big Black stuff right here. You can see the arm and all this. We'll be more into that later. So now what we need to do is you click anywhere on the left side with all of the letters and numbers. You do Control A, Control C, so you basically just copy all of it. You need to copy all of it. Now you go back to here, right click on save range, the word, and then you do browse this memory region, and now you're here. So it might show here differently for you. It could have 3 or something. Basically, this green line right here should be at the start where it says like Big Black is gonna be right here. So basically what you do is you go like to the tab next to it, like the very beginning, like this. Then right here, you paste all of that stuff into here, and now it's Big Black right there. And all of this stuff. So now what you do in RPCS3 is you go down and up, and now the model should be there. Now, texture swapping is a whole different thing. So this is how you do texture swapping. Not many people know about this. Alright, so what you do is you go into HXD, I'm gonna open up another recipe file. I don't know why I'm in System 32 right now, I just am. Alright, so you go to Big GUI tool. I moved mine to desktop. Big GUI. Okay. So I'm gonna just go to data here, content, Mercury model. Alright, so basically this stuff doesn't matter. These are the textures I accidentally went there. Alright, so Skate 3 unpacked. You go to where you put all of your recipe files at. So mine should be in content. Yep. Mercury. I am an idiot. I cannot remember. Oh, it's content recipe. Okay, there we go. So let's say I want a Big Black to have, I don't know, like Dr. Pepperman's shoes or something. So Dr. Pepperman is down here, and his name's Z Fresh. Right here. Oh, if you're trying to do Icicle, the only thing you can do is this board texture. Everything else will not work and crash your game. Same with me, man. Not all textures can be swapped onto models. Alright, so Z Fresh here. You go on him. So now, let's say you wanted to give him Big Black his feet or his shoes. What you do is you look for feet in here. So you can do Control F and find it. But I see right here. And the diffuse right after it says feet here. This. You copy the first 8 after. So you go. And you will see these over here. These are the ones you want to copy. Right here. So you copy this. Now you go back to Cheat Engine. And you look for where it says feet on this side. Now, don't go too far down, so your normal skater is still here somewhere. It's just not, like, you have Big Black overriding it, but your main skaters, like, style settings are in here still. That's how you're, like, in straight or goofy or whatever you had. So what you do now is you look for Big Black's feet, which are down more. They're there, right here. So then you go to his diffuse right after feet, the thing after diffuse, and then you paste. And that overwrites that. So now, once you do that, you go here and change this to 0.2. Click OK, and now go back and go down and up. And now Big Black has Dr. Pepper's shoes, as you can see here. Now, same with the board, head, or anything. You can also swap textures out that aren't even meant to be on the shirt. Like, I can get Big Black his face on his shirt by doing this. So what you would do for that is you go to rostral, which Big Black has his up more torso. Rostral, there he is. So you go the diffuse after, copy the first 8. So that would start here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you copy that. And then in Cheat Engine, you can put this back to 0, 0, but don't keep it. Don't go down and up on here, or else it will reset textures. Now in here, you look for his rostral with or whatever you want to swap it onto. I can put it on as board. No, I'm gonna put it on as board. Skateboards are usually at the bottom, from my knowledge. Yep. So the diffuse after the skateboard, which is right here. You go here and you paste. So there, and then you go back here, switch it to 0.2. Basically, if you are not swapping textures out, you keep it on 0.0. When you're swapping a texture, you keep it on 0.0, but after you're done with the textures, you put it on 0.2. So if you want to like retexture 5 things without checking what it looks like, or if your game's gonna crash, you keep it on 0.0. But if you want to check, you put it on 0.2. And then you go down up here once it's on 02, and it should load. Now, not everything works, as you can see here. Like what I just did didn't work, so I'm gonna fix that. But yeah, like let's say I had it on 00. I go here, down, up, then all the textures are gonna be gone. So now that's how you do that. And then to get them on PS3, I'm sorry about the background. To get them on PS3, you need to, well, there's multiple ways you can do this. If you have a modded console, I'll have a timestamp in the video showing on the screen right now of where to go. But for PS3's sake, if you don't have a modded console, we're gonna go to my PS3 in a minute, and I'm gonna show you how to do this. You will need a USB if you don't have a modded console, or if you're doing it through Multiman without an FTP with a modded console, you'll also need a USB. It needs to be on FAT32, and you are going to need a folder called save data in all caps. So I'm gonna do a demonstration of this. So on a USB, you're gonna need this. So let's just make a folder called USB. This doesn't matter at all. But basically, you have a USB. Alright, let's say this is your USB right here. You make a folder in it called PS3 in all caps. You open that folder, then you have a folder called save data in all caps. Now there is a file missing from here, so you can go to my website. I'll have the link in the description. Download any save off the website. It does not matter. And well, I'd suggest you download the big black one that's on my site. And then once you download that, let me actually go to my website because I have an unreleased version that I'm working on. Skate main, choose here. Alright, so all these are here. You will need 7-zip, which you've also needed earlier, so you probably have it. So yeah, I started putting like both regions in all of these, but these aren't on the site yet. So let's say I wanted like this big black I have in the background on PS3. So these have both regions on them, but the only one that has both regions on my website currently is the big black one. So what you do is you take out every file besides skater.p, or the file you have missing, but you have to make sure it's your region. BLES means European, and US means US, like America, or plus is what it shows. But BL means like physical copy, so like disc, which there is no copy of Skate 3 that's not a disc on PS3, or like a digital copy. So now you will need to copy everything from here, because RPCS3, if you open the save folder of your skater, it doesn't show right. But before we do that, what you do to keep this, whether it's texture swapped or not, doesn't matter. You click X and you go skate, then you resume career. And now notice how it didn't save. Well, so to save this, you go here and just change something in the settings. Could be audio, anything. I usually just do this, and there we go. Now it's saving the modded skater. So now what you need to do is close RPCS3 when you're done making your skater. I have a lot of stuff open here. You can close Cheat Engine now, and HXD you no longer need them. Or Big GUI tool, you don't need that either. You can keep RPCS3 open, just to make sure you have Skate 3 closed. Alright, so now what you do is you go to Manage, Save Data, Skate 3 Skater right here, View folder. Notice how there's a file missing in here? Well, yeah, so I'm on the US version, so I opened Okay, that's European. Alright. So you open the one that matches what it says up here. So I'm gonna open up this one. And then I'm gonna put the file that's missing, which is param pfd. Now this is for a PS3 to read it. So now what you do is this folder right here, you put on your USB with those two folders I had, which I'll just make another demonstration just in case. So on your USB, so let's say your USB uses this. So in your like drive folder, it should show up like that kind of. What you do is you make a new folder in there, PS3 in all caps like this, and then you open that folder, make a new folder called save data in all caps. I did not spell that right, I'm an idiot. And then you open that, and now the folder right here, you drag. Okay, where is it? 1 second. Did I really? Is it not letting me open it? Alright. So you view folder. Alright, there we go. Alright. So now this right here, you drag into it, and then it should look like this. So in your USB, you have a folder called PS3. Open it, save data, open it, and then Blues Alias Skater. So once you do that, I will meet you guys on the PS3. And yeah, alright. So once you are on your PS3, you go up here. You have to have your USB in, by the way. So you go to save data, utility PS3. Now I don't use USB, so what will show up is it will show your drive like right in between the online storage thing and the top save file. And you click on it, then you click triangle. No, I'm gonna go to the skater thing. So you click triangle on the skater, then you do copy. But it will show copy to system, which you click yes on all the things that pop up. And then you open up Skate 3 and you got your skater. If you want to watch how I do it, you can, which I'm about to demonstrate. So I will go to that. This is for mod users. So like hence you have you can use FTP on this too if you want. That's for this. But anyone can watch it. Alright, so I'm gonna connect to my PS3 using FTP. You need emoticons for this, as I've stated. So you put in your PS3's IP at the top left of FileZilla where it says host, or any other FTP thing you have. Like you can have them on mobile and stuff too. Where it says host at the top left, or just whatever, you put in your PS3 IP, then it connects. You will need hen enabled if you are on homebrew like me. Okay, so now what you do, you go to dev hdd0, you go to home, you go to your profile, you go to save data, and then Blues Alias Skater. Now I have Skate 2, so I have this one, but if you're on US, it's Blues 30464, which looks like, I can find it, there it is, right here. So you open that up, and notice how it has this. That's how I know it's right? So now I have my camera save file open here. So I'm gonna open that. Skater.p file, it doesn't matter what region it's from, they're both the same. So now the skater.p file, you just replace it. And it's most likely gonna say target file already exists or something like that. You wanna overwrite it. And once that goes through, you are done. And now I'm gonna show you what it looks like on Skate 3. Alright, so now I'm gonna open up Skate 3. This might take a minute. I have a modded theme which looks pretty cool right now. And I'll give a tutorial on that if any of you want it. Alright, so now let your game run. So basically, you can use FTP with your game open and it will work. The only thing is, you don't click start, or you can click start in the beginning, but just click it. Sorry. When you click start like this, if you're just on this X screen right here, don't click anything at all, and you can use the FTP here, and then open up the game and it will work. So I put in my camera save. I just called it cameraman because it was funny. But this model is in the living world folder in the recipes, and it's called Z Prop Big Camera, I think, something like that. I'm not gonna send to EA. But once you do all this, you should have the skater on when you load into the game, as you're about to see here. Now, as I was saying earlier, not everything can be texture swapped. Like Isaac can't, Meatman can't. The only thing you can take off of like both of those combined would be Isaac's board, or else the game will crash if you do anything else. So basically, this is a skater that I have. The board's invisible on models that don't have a board, obviously. So, yeah. Everyone can see this online. If you have a DLC thing on, there's a chance it might not work, but it most likely will. So I don't think they really update the files for DLC. But yeah. Others will be able to see this online, and they'll look at you weird and shit. All the cars are like sideways when you have them on. And yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Sorry if I talk a lot. I'm not really good at making tutorials. I mean, I guess I am. I really don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.